It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Butterfly Palace. Have the best day ever at the Butterfly Palace. Springfield Green County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Woo! Well, here we are, the Monday after the Super Bowl, and man, oh man, I'm Ethan, along with Diana Tyndall from Modern Day Marketing. Thanks for being with us. How'd you do? Did you make it through the game okay?
Barely. I think everybody is in that same. I mean, we're all just. Isn't that always like the Chiefs, though? But wait until the last second to pull it through. And
they played very un-Chiefs-like for much of that game. And I was worried there in the toward the end. I was worried. They got down to 4th down and 1. Mahomes ran it across, and it had that extra point for the 49ers not been blocked. Man, we wouldn't have even gone to overtime. So,
and I think MVP goes to Butker. I mean, he pretty much scored all of those
We
points,
needed him to make them, and he did.
Wow.
He did, and it was unbelievable. The third time in 5 years, your Kansas City Chiefs are world champions. Super, super cool.
Woo.
Overtime win. Just a great game as a fan. I think it'd be just a good game to watch because it was back and forth, and ended up going to OT, and was just a great game all the way around. My buddy,
to start the week.
I haven't told you this, but my buddy works for CBS Sports. He's a VP with CBS Sports, and he created the Doink Cam. And they didn't actually get to use it, unfortunately, but he put a camera in the goal posts, in the uprights, so that if it hit,
what's a Doink Cam?
There were a series of cameras in the uprights, so that if had it hit, and one of them did, and everybody on Twitter was saying, "Show the Doink Cam," but it was it was a kickoff that hit that hit one of the uprights, so they didn't show it, but. We were rooting for a doink as long as it wasn't for the Chiefs. But, man, it was just super fun. What another incredible – it's a dynasty now, right? I think that qualifies as a dynasty. 3 and 5 years?
For sure. I don't know the technical terms, but I'll go with it. Yeah.
I'll go with it, too. Okay, we'll talk more about this and commercials coming up in a little bit, but let's start with some other local news.
Okay.
On this Monday, a driver in Springfield is recovering after being shot while driving. Of all things, it happened about 3 a.m. Sunday morning. Nothing good happens after midnight. A person in another car, whether you're innocent or not, another person in another car started shooting at the man while he was driving, hit him in the arm. So that man pulled into a gas station, called 911, was taken to the hospital to be treated. Now, the wounds were not life-threatening, but he was still shot while he was driving.
Wow.
So,
well, like you said, my dad always said nothing good happens after midnight. So
that's true. That's true. So not that it's the guy's fault who got shot, but man, oh man, craziness.
Wow. Well, you guys talked about this, about a car and human remains of a man who had been missing for 10 years, who was found in a pond on private property in Camdenton County. The initial finding was in December. Well, now authorities have drained the pond completely and recovered the rest of the remains. Donnie Irwin was 59 years old when he disappeared in 2013. And now Springfield has its very first Autism and Neurodevelopment Center. It had a ribbon cutting and a grand opening ceremony, and it's located on South Nettleton near Kansas Expressway and Battlefield. It provides psychological and psychiatric services, occupational, physical, speech, and specialty therapy, as well as behavioral analysis in collaboration with the ARC of the Ozarks, Mercy, and Missouri State University. Very neat.
Yeah, that's cool that we have one now, because my understanding is that there was a growing need for something like that, and we just didn't have it. So it's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Rescue One dog rescue in Springfield is no longer taking dogs. Well, why? Why do you wonder? Because the organization is completely overwhelmed. It says it's come to that decision with a heavy heart. It really needs more people willing to foster dogs until a permanent home can be found, because it currently has 15 unfostered dogs that are confined to kennels 22 hours a day. So if you're interested in learning more or fostering, please contact Rescue One. And as a Rescue One dog owner, I can put in a huge plug for them. We have our a 7-month-old that we got through Rescue One, Tessa.
Is that right?
She's now 9.
Aw.
She's been a wonderful dog. And I'm telling you, the fosters are amazing because they can tell you about the dogs before you end up adopting them. And there's kind of a trial period, which is also nice. So if you're like, this just isn't working out, you can give them back to the foster. So it's very cool. Consider doing it.
Now, does Rescue One dogs come from difficult circumstances? Dogs that are rescued from things?
Yeah, typically. I mean, I think there's some that people just can't continue to take care of their dog. Our dog, the story we heard was the daddy ended up going to prison. So what are they going to do with the animals? Right?
Do something with the dog. Yeah.
So
what worked out for you and the dog? Good.
Yeah.
An auction house in Willard has an F rating from a grade, I should say, from the Better Business Bureau. Maybe it is a rating. Hidden Treasures Auction Barn is accused of not paying customers for auction sales and poor customer service. An F grade comes with a warning to people about doing business with Hidden Treasures out of Willard.
Thanks.
A new study from Missouri's Department of Education shows very small effects on students, if any, when districts move to a 4-day school week. Almost a third of the state's school districts, close to 170 districts now, hold school for 4 days a week instead of 5. The number of districts shortening the school week has been increasing in recent years. It's more attractive. They try to use it to recruit and retain teachers because that's a schedule that teachers like. And I still don't know how parents deal with it very well, honestly, because most parents work. But I don't know. There's not a huge impact on the students as far as grades and what their learning goes.
Yeah, that's interesting. We'll see what happens. And looks like a third lane each way on Interstate 70 across Missouri will begin this year. Also, this year, a study will be done on Interstate 44 to prepare for making similar improvements to it, possibly, right? When money is available for it. Even the study is not cheap. The price tag is $20 million. 2 consulting firms, one from Kansas City and one from Little Rock, will work on this study.
I'd study it for 10.
I think they're looking for some.
I would spend the whole year studying that thing. I would study the daylights out of it.
I think you might have to have some credentials behind your name as well. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'll do it for 7. I'll do it for 7.
Okay. Hey, 5? Anybody 5? Well, then the police department, they are implementing an interesting system. Get this. Instead of writing tickets for defective equipment on a vehicle, the department will give out vouchers for repairs at no cost to the car owner. A nonprofit called Lights On is footing the bill. It partners with 175 police forces in 21 states to give relief to vehicle owners. That's pretty neat.
Interesting. Yeah, that is. I'd be interested to see how that works. That's cool.
For sure. And downtown Springfield has a new bar, arcade, and restaurant. Big, that's 2 G's in the Big Time Arcade is now open on Park Central East. It features games like pinball, pool, skee ball, and more, as well as golf simulators. And it serves up, get this, big slice pizza. Yum.
Oh, okay.
All your dreams can come true there.
Good deal. That's where the big comes from.
I love skee ball. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Did you hear about this over the weekend? I saw a lot about it on social media, people talking about it and debating it. The basketball game between Kickapoo and Glendale was decided by just 1 point, and Kickapoo won 54-53. In the second quarter of that game, though, Kickapoo was incorrectly awarded 2 points by the scorekeeper.
Oops.
A mistake. Yeah. 2 points. It was the difference at the end of the game was 1 point, and Kickapoo won. So the mistake was 2 points that Kickapoo got extra. It was a mistake that was not caught at the time. It was just human error.
Yeah.
So because it was human error and because nobody caught it at the time, the score will stand as is, and therefore the Kickapoo Chiefs get the victory.
Wow. I did not hear about that.
I don't know. I mean, I feel bad for the scorekeeper because it was certainly not an intentional mistake. It happened, I think, during a timeout or something, and they didn't realize that the 2 points had already been marked, and they marked it. and nobody caught it.
Mm.
But then when the game comes down to 1 point, but that was in the second quarter, and everybody would have played each possession in the second half. Late in the second half, they would have played it differently had the score been different. So I don't know.
Wow.
It's tough
No
to
pressure.
go back to change things once they're recorded like that.
Right.
This is cool. Our own Ned Reynolds from Ned Talk with Ned Reynolds is being inducted into the Missouri State University Hall of Fame. I think that's the final Hall of Fame that he needs to get in. He's in everything else.
Well,
honestly, I think he's in everything else.
He should be.
He should be. Absolutely. He's being honored with the Don Payton Award, which recognizes non-athletes and coaches. And Ned, of course, is a non-athlete. He's a good tennis player, but he's not an athlete collegiately. Ned spent nearly 50 years as sports director over at KY3 and continues to talk sports in the media, including on a podcast you can find, interestingly enough, at aroundtheozarks.com and at the Around the Ozarks app on your smartphone. We have a podcast there, and you can check it out. Congratulations, Ned. Yeah.
That's great. Congrats, Ned. That's cool. Well, you can win tickets to Springfield Little Theater's The Play That Goes Wrong. We've got a new contest for you. Around the Ozarks has your chance to win tickets to see The Play That Goes Wrong, presented by Little Theater with Commerce Trust Company and Mercy on Wednesday, March 6th at 7:30 at the Landers Theater. So you enter to win at aroundtheozarks.com. So if you're looking for another fun night out, go check that out.
Yeah, we always have great contests. The Around the Ozarks folks are able to pull in some good stuff, and Chiefs tickets for a long time, Chiefs jerseys. Now the season is over.
Yeah.
And we're giving away other stuff. So that's cool. Go to aroundtheozarks.com, check out all the podcasts, and enter some contests. So Diana, did you have I feel like, and I think this is sad, honestly, that the era of quiet, the commercials are on. I want to hear the commercials. I think that is kind of over now. It hit its heyday maybe in the 90s, early 2000s. But now you've seen them all on social media already, or they're not as good as they used to be. I kind of feel like that's the case. What do you think of the commercials?
I thought the commercials, my one takeaway from the commercials is they've all gotten much longer. So instead of a traditional 30-second commercial, a lot of them are like 2 minutes, 4 minutes.
Yeah. That's big money.
Yeah,
big money
for sure. I really loved the one from State Farm with Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to say neighbor. He couldn't get the wording right, which was the pronunciation. And then I also liked the Paramount Plus. So I think it's interesting you have these streaming services that are now advertising, to get their messaging out. But theirs was with Sir Patrick Stewart and the football cartoon. And then they had Creed playing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it was pretty funny. I laughed out loud for that one.
My favorite one, I think, was the Dunkin'. Was it Dunkin' Donuts drinks?
Oh, yes.
With Matt Damon. But it was Ben Affleck. Jennifer.
Yes.
Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez. And then Matt Damon was in it. And so was Tom Brady.
Oh,
I thought that was funny.
I thought that was so good. That was really funny. Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. Although I don't even know what they were selling. I think Dunkin' drinks, coffee drinks, maybe.
Yeah.
I like that one. And then the He Gets Us commercials are always good. They're just always really, really well done.
Yeah.
They've got a great marketing strategy for He Gets Us. And then I only saw this one time. It was Etsy gift mode. I laughed out loud.
Oh, I missed that.
When it was the old days of America, and you can tell it's somebody looking out the window, and there's a shot of the entire Statue of Liberty on a boat coming over, and the American guy goes, "Oh crap! Now we have to get France something."
That's funny.
Go on Etsy, and they end up getting France a cheese board or something because they heard that France likes cheese. But I thought that was a funny line and a funny concept that crap. France gave us this thing. Now we got to get France. What are we going to get France?
That's funny. I think the one that wins in terms of like just overall, because I'm in marketing and it's my job to like Was that a good commercial? A lot of Super Bowl commercials are very creative, but sometimes they just don't correlate with the product. But I thought that Temu, however you say that, they did a great job. And, I even marketing to kids, they're like, we got to check that out for a gaming chair. I don't even know if they have gaming chairs on Temu, but they got a lot of stuff. and I wasn't really familiar with them. And I looked it up and I'm like, oh, there's a ton of stuff. So I'm sure they'll have sales through the roof.
They scored with you, and now you're talking about it.
Well, they had the they had the frequency. They ran it more than once, so you saw it just about every quarter. So I think that's important too.
So I'm not familiar with it either. Is it like a sales site?
It's like a discount. Like they have a ton of stuff, like a lot of the things you would find on Amazon, but it's like almost a clearance house. So they'll have. There's a lot of more apparel. Like auction? If you want. Yeah, like not even an auction. Like if you want random weird gifts for people, it's the place to go. Like, oh, I think I want some Snoop Dogg oven mitts. I bet Temu has
they have them.
I bet they do. Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah, now you know.
The next time I'm in the market for some Snoop Dogg oven mitts.
Right?
That's where I'll head. That's where I'll head. Okay, I guess that's it, right? Go Chiefs. I can't believe it.
Woo!
Back-to-back champions.
Great way to start the week.
All right. Enjoy your Monday, everybody. And congratulations, Chiefs fans. And we'll see you right back here tomorrow when the Chiefs will still be champions.
Yeah. Bye.